Hi. Hey, we are at Refugio. What is this? I
La
timed that right.
Fragile.
La Frageur, something like that. We are above Chamonix, and that is. We've been going up and up and up for about another hour since we talked last, and we now have our lunch: omelette de fromage and salade, and coffee in a bowl, which will be delicious. And we realized that we hadn't talked about how we got here. And part of how we got here is when we were in the Dolomites last year. We talked with others that where we wanted to go, and this ended up being a dream trip. And we're starting to think about other dream trips. But a lot of it comes down to the retreats that we do, and that we do for ourselves, that we're starting to do for others. That we've got another series coming out soon, and if you're interested in that, you're welcome to go and check us out at the aspiringsolopreneur.com. But what we do, and what's really been helpful for us, and we've talked a lot about this on this trip, just between the two of us, but we didn't hear, is that these are the retreats, and this is the type of stuff that we go through. And for us, we have multiple exercises, and one of them is the balance wheel. And the first piece here of the balance wheel, this part, is if you go on the Aspiring Solopreneur and the extra tools, there's a questionnaire and explanation of how to do it, but it basically goes through and helps you define what success looks like for you. And then we have some examples of how to go about finding your true north, what do you really value? What is that thing that's truly important for you? And Rika and I discuss these with each other once a quarter, and then we review our whole format ideally each Friday. Then we have our LCG, and we call that a life-changing goal, or LCG. And we have that exercise as well as on the Aspiring Solopreneur and the tools. And you're welcome. Those are free. Have at them. Kind of fun. So then what we do is we go through and we do a full visualization, and we actually write down what we see the year 2019 looking like. And then we have a whole bunch of metrics that we track for both physical fitness as well as for our financials. And then the rest of this we go through and we have goals. And in the center are our goals, then Rika's goals, and then my goals. And some examples are we wanted to become endurance, being smart, embrace and refine being smart endurance athletes via coaching, nutrition, education, training with 3+ events completed. Well, we are finalizing our last of 3 events. We'll probably actually do 4 or 5 this year, but we've done 3, and the Tour de Mont Blanc was one of those tours. So that's been exciting. So we have our goals. And then the next piece, we have our quarterly objectives, and that's over here. And those are just basically, these are the big things for Rika, for us, for me, that we need to do on our annual goals. Then what do we absolutely have to get done this quarter to get those done? It's old school strategic planning, but for your relationship. And we break those down, and then we review them each date night just to check in, see how each other's doing. Then on the back, we have a list. This is sort of a parking lot of stuff that, we got to get that stuff done this quarter. It's not big enough to be a goal, but we just need to get it taken care of. And then this is the opportunities and challenges. This is a parking lot of things for long term, of things that we could do or maybe need to address at some point. And then we like to include on the back, we have a whole bucket list. And this is where we go and we start defining what is going to be our next huge trip. And we've already defined our big one for next year is going to be going to, we're going to go to Ecuador and live with a tribe for a couple of weeks, and then go to the Galapagos with friends. So we're very excited. But again, this is ideally the book that we've got outlined that we'll hopefully be bringing out in 2020. And we're excited with that. But if anybody has any questions about this, it's because we do this stuff, because we take the time to be intentional with this, that it allows us to do what we're doing here today and now. So, Rika, did you have any thoughts on any of that?
Oh, good.
Apparently Rika's in eating mode, because all I got was Nope, all good. Moving on. So, anyway, but again, it's taking the time to plan and be strategic about it that really makes a difference. So, Thank you.